Now I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see anybody over put anything in here. I didn't notice anybody. But looks like you won an award for that. Calling to see what's up. There you go.
Okay, I think I've stalled long enough. But welcome to the Roadster Show. Again, I'm your host, Justin Banner, here with Carbage Online. And at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be heading over to, well, actually, before 1 o'clock, I'm going to be heading over to the Blueprint Engines booth and checking out their giveaway and talk to the owner himself, talking a little bit about, you know, all the things that have changed in the industry and how things have really progressed. Let me get you out of the sun. Have progressed as far as like, you know, building engines in the year 2025 and beyond. So, and what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just turn myself back around here. I'll let you guys see what's going on. It's not a whole lot, but this is actually right here at the front of the show. Right as soon as you get your ticket, you walk through a tunnel, you get down to here. And let's find some cool little hot rods before I have to go over to Blueprint Engines. Actually, you see if my chat will pop up now. I don't want to hide the chat view. I want to show it. And how do I do that? I guess I can't. Also make sure it's in autofocus. That would stink if I wasn't. All right, there we go. I think we're all squared away now. So this is what honestly, this is what I plan to do at the 2024 SEMA show, but my setup just didn't work out for a variety of reasons. But I'm actually using my phone. Something I never thought I would do. The little international bread van looking thing. Not everybody's cup of tea, I'm sure, but man, you gotta give these lowrider guys some credit. And this one for sure, because one, look at the detail they put into this chrome trim. It's not just that, but it's also in the bumper and also on the upper control arm there. But also look at the paint job. This is a stunning paint job. Got the Cadillac logo going on right there. But just, this is the stuff I love about the lowrider culture. It's just they do so much interesting stuff with paint jobs and custom work. it's a great thing to see. So, okay, hopefully I won't get tagged by YouTube on that music that's playing right now. Let's go in here. It's not just about hot rods here either. It's all kinds of just really cool cars, but all classic cars like that Jaguar there. Take my sunglasses off. But clearly it is about the hot rods. Also, check out this panel wagon. Kind of got a it's got a hearse motif going on here. That's kind of cool. But the back is full of hydraulics. And the engine will probably be interesting for you guys to see. Now, you're probably expecting, you know, old school V8 or something, but no, it's actually old Chevrolet Straight Six. As you can see right there. But again, it's just some amazing work and something that, you know, you just wouldn't expect from a hot rod show. And again, you can see some of the lowrider culture in it as well. Old 32 GMC. Beautiful car. But this is wild. A twin engine international truck. Now, as if two supercharged Chevrolet V8s weren't enough,
1,000 horsepower is not okay.
But of course it has a chute, but it's also got nitrous. Again, as if that much horsepower was enough, you have another shot of nitrous to go with it. Probably one of the more famous recent land speed racers to come out. I think it was driven by Danny Thompson, but I don't remember. Again, more than just hot rods in here. Here's a Pantera, or it looks like a Pantera. Yep, sure enough, it is a Pantera. Oh. Looks like a supercharged Ford engine of some sort. But holy cow. Of course, pickup trucks galore out here, along with the Roadsters and the old classic 30s cars. Just some amazing looking vehicles out here that don't even have to be hot rods. Got yourself some old school pickups. Of course, it's got the Red Baron motif with the bullet holes in it. And they are real, or the real holes in the body. Those are not decals, I don't believe. I think he put real bullet holes in here, or real-ish. Like, it's done with a dimple die, that's obvious, but that's dedication to the theming. Yeah, they have a live band going on out here. Drop my sunglasses. Oh. All right, hopefully it'll stay now. But, okay, so far I'm still good on time. Have to be back at the blue. My sunglasses do not want to stay in. All right, I think I got some of that works now. I hear some music that'll get me in trouble. Well, it might give me trouble on YouTube. It might not give me trouble on Twitch. Oh, excuse me. Just some of the vehicles that drove up here. Carmagia, old Camaros. Nomad, a little hard to see because of the sun. I think that's a Ranchero. No, no, that's El Camino. Sorry about that. Nice little Camino though.
That's fucking nice. Panels.
Get the car seats in the back.
That one I think I do. Okay. And I like to walk around. Oh yeah. Oh, a later one. Right.
All right, so I'll start walking back up. Nice LS swap. This show's fun because it's more than just cars, it's characters too. I might get dinged because of the song. Nice caddy. Well, a 572 under. Nice. Oh, look at the headers. Going over the fenders like that. Probably, yeah, it dumps right behind the front tire there. You barely see it. Oh, AMC.
You got 20, 25%. We put 25% on everything.
Old Javelin.
You know what I'm saying?
Mustang. No, Cougar, excuse me. Nice. And my other microphone dropped. God, I love it. VA Kingley, yes, this is live. This is at the Grand National Roadster Show here in Pomona, California.
Have a good one.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Bunch of tools. Again, some of the fun things you can find here, more than just the cars. Find tools and toys and all kinds of crazy stuff. I'll sit down for a minute. Getting a tiny bit winded. Fortunately, I was feeling. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's actually I just thought about that. That music's going to get me tagged because I'm not just live stream as well. And I think accidental copyright is not a thing for them. So, oops. Oh, for a nice looking flame job. I think I saw this one earlier. Yeah, it's the same one. I didn't show it on here yet. There's nothing wrong with JDM. Heck, I own a Mini Cooper. I love that. But honestly, I'm one of those car guys that loves everything. I love electric cars. I love American cars, trucks. Basically, if it has wheels, I like it. So where are you coming from there, VA Kingley? Still a little early. Let's check out the booth regardless. So as I mentioned earlier, Blueprint's going to be giving this engine away at 1 o'clock. They're doing a raffle. So if you happen to be here, oh, Thailand, okay. Yeah, I can see why. Though you got a good car culture over there as far as JDM cars go from all the stuff I've seen. I've not been there yet. Will love to go. But yeah, I get it. If you see the same thing over and over and over again, it does get kind of tiresome. So I understand that. So Yeah. Oop. Oh, that was not me. Check out this SS here. Old Chevy 2. It's got some decent meats under it. Whew. Every spec R34. I'll be honest, I've been spoiled on the R34s because I happen to know Sean Morris over here. He's one of the guys behind the bigger importers of Skylines and other Japanese vehicles here in the U.S. He's based out of Long Beach, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's a Magnuson supercharger. I thought it was a stock supercharger. No, it's a Magnuson. And just as a difference, here's a Whipple. And you can see they're getting some stuff ready for that raffle. Yeah, there's nothing like it as far as the sound of a V8. It might get some people starting them up here. But I won't be surprised if we see that later on. Again, when I mention characters, there's always all kinds of characters around here. Let's see who these people are. Like I said, the show's more than cars, it's characters. I know it's a trailer, but it's still interesting to look at because, you know, one of the things people struggle with is loading a car up onto a standard trailer because the ramp angle gets to be a little too steep. But if you got a tilting bed like this, you get that advantage. You can actually get the trailer down low and the ramp angle not super high. Wonder how they're doing that. Oh, I see it as a linear actuator of some sort right there. It's hydraulic or it's either hydraulic or it's electronic. Oh, actually it's 12:20. I'm gonna go ahead and head back over here. Like I said, we have an interview with Blueprint just before they go do their raffle, and I'll cover that live as well. Might set up on this table here to do this interview. Oh, it's a Ford 427. Oh yeah, there's a distributor there at the front. That's definitely a Ford. So if you want a quick way to kind of figure out an old engine, if it's a Ford, Chrysler, or Chevy, and it has a distributor, most Fords would be up here at the front, while Chevrolets will be here at the rear of the engine. And they don't have a Chrysler, but the Chrysler will come out of the front as well, but at an angle. So, oh wow, I didn't know the RAV4 wasn't sold there. That's interesting. I thought RAV4 was a global car, but I guess it's not. And there's my contact. I wonder if he's looking for me.
How you doing?
Good. On live now.
Yes, sir. We're herding cats over here.
Yeah, I know. So let me see if I can. Oh. So again, we're going to do an interview here. Like I said, I wouldn't mind doing it because then I could rest this on a tripod. Good. No, I don't work at the booth. I'm actually an independent media, and but they invited me over here to not only check out the booth but also cover the raffle, because I just think it'd be interesting to see people get excited about getting a free LS V8. But I also have an interview here. Should be coming up here and just waiting for our interviewee to show up. Like I said, I want to try and use this to do a But yeah, I was just here at an invite by Blueprint Engines to come check out everything and watch all the going on around the booth. Once this is done, I'll start heading around the show again and try and bring you some more. My goal is to try and at least record for 2 hours or stay live for 2 hours. Yeah, everybody would. They've had a decent amount of people starting to show up for that raffle, putting their names and tickets in. They're supposed to do that at 1 o'clock. But if you're not familiar with Blueprint, like I said, I'll get my interview to talk about that company and also talk about the future of. Let me swing around here, get you to see me. Talk about the future of crate engines as we continue to progress, through modernization and heck, even electrification through modern cars. There are plenty of cars nowadays that come with a hybrid setup. Some even are, high performance engines, like Porsche is coming out with one. Who else got a hybrid V8 that's coming out? I don't remember now. Or I may be confusing that thought with Ford's announcement about going into WEC with hypercar or LMDH, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, we don't even know a lot about that program yet. They have not said anything more about it, which is kind of disappointing. They just said that, oh, hey, we're entering WEC, but we're not even going to tell you what the car is called. We won't tell you what kind of engine it's got. Just it was, to me, it was just such a nothing burger announcement that was quite disappointing. I was hoping for more information. But what was really neat about that Ford Performance 2025 launch was that we got to see a couple of Mach-E's. One was a NASCAR prototype. That's been something that NASCAR has been developing for at least 3 years now, if not 4. And they have a new hill climb car, but it basically looks like it might be a reskinning of the Super Truck, but I'm not sure. Again, not much information on it. There was barely any images of it. But I expect we'll see something on that here in about June. So let me... Yeah, I mean, there are limitations on that, and we'll talk about that in this interview. Because, you know, there are limitations of how and why you can do a crate engine. When you're doing a modification, at least here in California, there are steps you have to go through that do make swapping one of these into any car a little difficult. For anywhere that has California style smog, it's also quite difficult. But most federal states here in the US don't really care. All right, so let me see if this will actually work out. You're going to see I think this might, well, what's up? Oh.
That sounds like one guy we could try to get right now.
So I might use that because that looks like, yeah, looks like a good spot.
Andy.
That hurt. In the worst case scenarios, I have to hold it, but yeah, they're getting set up for this raffle now.
Yeah.
Something that was like, okay, yeah, I was like, well, it's only 10 I'm like, well, that's a lot more affordable than. Because I'm like, it's out.
Whew. So, unfortunately, I'm still a little wore out over it.
You got the candy drawer, you got the.
Talk about Camaro with the UZ engine from Lexus. Yeah, I've seen. Who was it did a UZ swap into a hot rod recently? Or maybe not super recently. It was maybe a couple of years ago. I think it was Finnegan.
All right, if you haven't gotten your raffle ticket yet, make sure and see Samantha. You have about 30 minutes before we're doing the drawing, so fill out the QR code and get your ticket from Samantha.
The only thing is, you know, I like that they do now, so we just want to come back. Some places have close.
I'm gonna go mute for just a second here, guys. Oh, me. Ready to go? All right.
I don't know. Oh, the interview?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh, and also, 12:45, we're firing up that car to make some more noise.
I like it.
Hey, V.A. Kingley, you're about to get your wish. All right, so I'll get you to hold that, just like you were holding your mic earlier. And I'll tell you what, I'll just do this. Now, go ahead and introduce me and to my audience, and tell us a little bit about Blueprint Engines.
So introduce myself?
Yes.
Okay. Hey everyone, Kel Bridges with Blueprint Engines, Director of Retail Sales. We're out here at the Grand National Roadster Show, and just a little history of Blueprint Engines. We've been doing engines for 43 years in May. We're the largest performance grade engine manufacturer in the U.S. We specialize in GM, Ford, and Chrysler compatible V8 engines.
So, what got you guys introduced to doing, engines? Like, there's plenty of stuff you guys can do within the hot rod industry. What made you choose engines?
So our founder and CEO, when he was 15 years old, built his first clone of a 302 Boss engine, actually out of parts that he was able to source from a local salvage yard. Mm-hmm. And then the one thing he couldn't source was a actual 302 Boss intake. Okay. So you could use the original, or you could use one that Edelbrock made. And at the time, he couldn't afford the one Edelbrock made. So he actually called information and got a hold of Jack Roush in Michigan. And Jack explained to him that he had one and actually sent him one. COD, Norris was in school, and his mom actually paid for it when it arrived. And so that's kind of where it all started. He used to listen to stories about his dad's drag racing adventures. That was in the 50s, had the Roadster, had the flat top. By the time Norris was born, those racing days were over, but that's kind of where the bug got started.
So what engines do you do now? What is your biggest market? Is it LS like most people are assuming, or is it Ford or Chevrolet or Chrysler?
So LS is definitely climbing. I'd still say for us, the small block GM compatible is still going to be number one. But as supply chains, recently we came out with our own LS3 compatible block. So that's really helped us ramp up that production. And yeah, I would say easily within the next 5 years, you're going to see the LS3 overtake the small block.
So you guys actually do cast your own blocks then? Absolutely.
So we do everything brand new. So no core charge. Everything's a brand new block, new heads. They are our 100% our design, our tooling. They're cast in an OE foundry in Germany, and then we bring them here to central Nebraska in our manufacturing plant and do all the CNC machining in-house. So we're really the only facility that starts with a raw block at one corner of the building and then has a running, tested, proven engine at the other corner of the building.
So with a lot of this talk about going towards electrification, how are you guys looking at that as a potential avenue for maybe bringing in a hybrid powertrain, or is that something that's still way too far down the line?
Well, what we found is, in the market, most people are building the vehicle that they wish they had in high school, right? So right now it's all the 90s vehicles. You got your OBS trucks, your Fox body Mustangs, and so forth. So right now you're seeing a lot of high school kids with Chargers and Challengers, and that's what they're hot rodding. And maybe they have a V6, and someday they're going to build that V8 that they wish they had. So really, up until you see high school kids modifying electric vehicles, we still have a very strong market. Now, that doesn't mean that Blueprint Engines isn't looking into that and working with other avenues and partners. 100%, we're always wanting to be on the cutting edge. And even we do a lot with alternative fuels, such as propane, compressed natural gas, hydrogen, and so forth. So electric, what we've discovered, I think, over the last few years is it's not 100% the solution. It's an option, but there's plenty of alternative fuels also that is a great option also.
So one of the people I'm talking to on my chat here is from Thailand.
Okay.
So, and he's like, it's so great you guys get a chance to buy crate engines like we do, but it's not actually quite that easy here in the U.S., is it?
No, there's still restraints. Yeah, we ship engines all over the world, so definitely there's some other countries where there's even more restraints. But yeah, we're making sure that we're always compliant, and we actually have some 50-state legal engines also. So if you're needing that factory replacement, I have options for you that also. But yeah, a lot of ours are designed for older vehicles or off-highway use.
Right. So either race vehicles or pre-74, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure on the cutoff. It's different, per state, and then
Right.
even within the states, it's different per county. But yes, absolutely, older vehicles or race applications where they're not registered.
And now you were mentioning a second ago that you do more than just engines, you do heads as well. Do you offer heads as a purchasable thing, or is it that's your package with the engine?
No, you're 100% correct. So we do have an extensive part line also. Everything from the oil filter we recommend to break-in oil, service oil, distributors, carburetors, EFI systems, intakes, cylinder heads. So really all the parts that support the engine. So if you kind of think of it, we're a parts manufacturer that assembles engines. So we have a lot of those parts available for purchase also.
So you also offer supercharged options as well. But do you offer turbocharged?
Not yet.
Okay.
With the turbocharged applications, a lot of those require custom plumbing, and they're kind of more application specific. But we do plan on eventually maybe offering something that's a small package that individuals are able to just install themselves.
So tell me a little about the engines you have here on display, because there are a few, quite interesting ones, especially that Magnuson supercharged, it is Magnuson supercharged.
It is. It's a Magnuson 2650. Their Magnum 2650. Yeah, so that's a partnership we have with them. With the void of the LT4 availability in the market right now, we wanted to build something that was similar in size and a great option.
Now, what I think is really interesting is the fact that it almost looks like an OEM application. It's just a little bit taller, but it looks like something you would find under like an older Corvette or something.
Exactly. Yep. We did our best to keep the height down to so you don't have hood clearance issues. But you're 100% correct. It's going to be very similar in how a factory supercharged Camaro or supercharged Corvette looks.
Now, another interesting thing I see you have here is a 426 Hemi, but the bell housing is kind of odd looking because it's made into a Tremec from the looks of it.
Yeah.
So what's up with that? Why is the bell housing kind of separated like it is?
So that's actually a steel bell housing at the horsepower level that supercharged Hemi produces. We want to make sure that it's safe, and so that one does have a steel bell housing. A lot of them you're going to see with an aluminum bell housing,
right.
Which isn't going to be as strong. So that's why that one looks a little different. But yeah, you're right. We offer several different engine transmission packages. So we have automatic options, and then we also have manual options. We work with Tremec, and we do the TKX 5-speed or the Tremec Magnum 6-speed.
Okay. And what automatics do you run with? I know it's usually a package, repackaging of a GM or a Ford, but which ones do you offer?
So on the Ford, it's going to be the 4R70. On GM, on a small block application, it would be a 700 R4. And then with the LS, we're going to do what would it be, 4L70 or 4L80.
Automatics to make them take the power level that you give them. Or is there any internal work done, or is that just what you guys source?
No, absolutely. They're custom built specifically for our engine applications from Gearstar Transmission. We've partnered with them. And then they also own Yank converters. So all the converters are dialed in for the engine also. So they match up perfect with the camshaft.
Well, we're getting ready to go over and do this raffle at 1 o'clock. Tell us a little bit about that engine you're giving away. And can people who are watching my stream now enter, or you have to be here at GNRS?
Yeah, you do have to be at the show. We're accepting entries all day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The drawing is at 1 o'clock, and it's going to be our LS3 compatible 525 horse Blueprint engine.
Okay. So what made you want to give away an engine today? That's probably going to be the next interesting question I could think of.
So we actually just partnered with Grand National Roadster Show.
Okay.
And just an incentive for individuals to come to the show, because it was free to enter if you were at the show. So just a partnership with Grand National to promote people coming to the show.
All right, cool. Anything else you want to add before we let you go?
Just a reminder that Blueprint Engines does dyno test every engine. They also come with a 30-month, 50,000-mile warranty. And you can check out all the different power and dress levels we have at blueprintengines.com or call us at 308-236-1010.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, and I'll take that microphone from
All
you,
right.
and we'll get this raffle underway. But first, I hear we have a car we're going to start.
Yeah. Justin has our 383. Justin has our 383 power adder
Okay.
in this beautiful Nova 2.
I had a friend that had one of these back when I was in high school. So I'm jealous of this car myself.
Absolutely. So Justin, I heard a rumor you're going to fire this bad boy up for us.
Man.
All right, we're ready when you are.
We're gonna fire it up and let you rip on it a couple times.
You could do that. I don't.
I need to see you grab the throttling and just give her a rap.
All right, we could do that.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll get her fired up right now.
Alrighty. Well, I'll take that from you now. That way you can get in and out easy. There we go. Okay, this thing is definitely going to be wild. It's fuel injected. Those are not carburetors, by the way. Those are fuel injectors. Throttle body style injectors, but with fuel rails right in here. Uh-oh. Battery might get a bump start. There we go. Amazing just how easy it starts up. That's that beauty of that Phytech fuel injection system. The other Justin, the guy who owns his car, just said you got to rip it harder than that. It's a beautiful interior too. Oh, I love that crystal grip. It looks nice. Like I said, a friend of mine back when I was in high school, he was an adult. He was actually a friend of my dad's as well. Had a Chevy 2 like this, or Nova. I can't remember which it is now. Chevy 2 Nova, close enough. But it was actually full on drag car. He didn't have the supercharger. His was naturally aspirated. But that was a beautiful car too. And this one, yeah, I was a little close. I'm pretty sure there is just enough of a muffler on there to make it livable. You know, once this actually gets shut down, what I might do is talk to the owner a little bit about this car. But if you want to follow up, here you go. Yeah, I'm not going to laugh. That doesn't get you excited. You're probably dead. Another look at the interior here. Cool Sparko wheel. I like that.
On low boost, only 7 pounds of boost, I make 565 per wheel. So, I'm gonna add.
Ain't nothing wrong with SR20 turbo. Like before I started getting a little heavy into the mini scene here recently, I was a big Nissan head. I had 2 generations of the Xterra, which I think was called something else overseas, but I don't remember what. And I had an R50 Pathfinder, which I think was called a Toronto. That might have been it. But Nissan pickup was actually how I got my start into the car scene. I had a 80. I had an 84 Nissan. No, it was a Datsun 720. So that's how I got started in my scene. We lowered it on lowering blocks and cranked the torsion bars down, put some custom wheels on it. I miss that little truck. There we go. Well, Kingley, I hope that.
Let's win an engine now.
All right, shout out to Justin at Lowen_Chevy. He's got our 383 power adder small block. Did a great job of letting everyone know what a Blueprint engine can sound like. So make sure, fill out the QR code, get your ticket. You got, how long now? We got 12 minutes.
Hey, Justin, you want to do a quick interview real quick about your car? All right, so we have the owner here of Pomona Chevy.
How's it going?
Justin, go ahead and introduce yourself to my audience and tell me a little about your car.
So my name is Justin Brown. My Instagram is Blown Chevy. It's a 66 Chevy 2 Nova. It's got the Blueprint 383 stroker motor in it. I did a TCI front clip on it with their Pro Touring IFS. It's got a TCI 4-link in the rear, Curry Enterprise 9-inch in the back. I literally built the car just to kind of be a car just to take to the coffee shops, have a good time. It spiraled out of control, and now here we are today sitting with Blueprint, you know, my favorite engine company, and doing it.
Now, we were talking earlier that a lot of these cars are high school dream cars. Is
Yeah.
this your high school
This
dream
has been
car?
my dream car forever, yeah. I've always dreamed about having a Chevy 2. You know, it's the easiest car to turn into a race car, and it's like, well, why not turn a car that can be a race car and a street car and kind of do a little bit of everything into one, and, you know, had to do it.
So tell me a little bit about the wheels and tires you have on it, because obviously you can't run some plain old radials on it. What have you got?
Yeah, so currently actually it's on a Jegs wheel. It's on a Jegs SSR wheel. It's a 15x8 in the rear and a 15x4 in the front. But I actually just finished mini tubbing the car last week, and I have custom wheels being made right now. I'm gonna go on an 18x12 in the rear and an 18x9.5 in the front. The car's actually, it's on a 235 tire now. It's gonna be on a 335 by the next time people see it, probably the next 2 weeks or so. So gonna really take it to that next level of pro touring and being able to drive it. You know, we take this thing to Reno, Nevada. We drive it everywhere.
Okay. So tell me, when did you buy this car originally, and how did it look?
So I bought the car 3 years ago, and actually body and paint was done for me.
Okay.
Long story short, the guy that built the car, he lived in Florida. He worked for a Ford dealership. He did body and paint. He spent 4 or 5 years on it. He unfortunately passed away. So I bought the car and just went to work on it. You know, it was like, all right, cool. Let's do suspension. Let's do interior. Let's do motor. Let's do trans. And let's do it 2 or 3 different times because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, 3 years in now, it's gone through 3 or 4 motors, 4 or 5 transmissions, 2 or 3 rear ends. So it's been a project, but yeah, luckily for me, I'm not a body and paint guy. I'm a garage mechanic, so body and paint was done, and all I did was, you know, the mechanical work to it.
So what have you done to the interior? Because it's obviously that's needed to be touched up as well.
Yeah, interior is pretty simple actually. You know, I got pro car seats in the front. I'm partnered up with Fytech, so Fytech took care of me on, you know, all the gauges and whatnot. We're actually getting ready to do a digital dash in the car. I was actually going to do it this weekend, and I didn't plan to be here, and now I'm here, so we'll get to that pretty soon. But really, the interior is all stuff from, you know, Speedway Motors, Classic Industries, pretty basic stuff. My goal was to kind of keep it looking like a 66, but still be comfortable and still kind of have the, you know, the comforts.
I'll tell you what, part of that comfort is being able to start it pretty easy, and that Fytech system.
Oh man, that's what I always tell everybody with the Fytech system is, you know, to be able to just in the morning reach in the car and fire it up and let it do its business and warm up and do everything without having to, you know, be on carburetors and hold the throttle and do this and do that. It's phenomenal. You know, I drove it last year untuned to Reno, Nevada. We stopped at Mammoth, so I went from sea level to 9,000 elevation.
Right.
And the car didn't skip a beat. It worked perfect. Like the Fytech system, absolutely best bang for your buck. It works really well. I'm very satisfied with it. So, you know, between Fytech and Blueprint, it was like, I have the most reliable thing. It's perfect. And it still keeps it old school.
Yes.
You know, I could have went down the rabbit hole that everybody else does. Oh, let's put an LS.
Yeah.
Nah, that's boring. Let's keep it small block. Let's fuel inject it. And it's cool. I love it.
Cool. Well, Justin, how can people find you on the internet?
So on my Instagram, it's blown_Chevy. That's my Instagram, and you can always find me on there.
All right, cool. Justin, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
There we go. So let's go watch some people win an engine now. Raffle should start soon. Oops, sorry.
All right. Put some alfalfa in it.
What's that?
Oops, excuse me. Oops, sorry. Oops, excuse me. You're good.
Okay. Just come off. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Thank you.
All right, we got
That's
about
only
7 minutes. In 7 minutes, we will be drawing for a free engine over here at the Blueprint Engine booth.
When's the cutoff time? That's the one? Okay. I didn't know.
6 minutes.
Hi there. Yes, that's all you need to see. Here you go. Yep. It's in the drawer.
Free engine giveaway here in less than 7 minutes.
Thank you.
Blueprint Engine booth. If you have not signed up, come on over here to the Blueprint Engine booth. Scan the QR code on the sign at the corner of the booth or at the table here. Fill out a quick little survey. You're going to get a green check mark. Show that to Samantha. She will give you a red ticket. You're going to keep half of the ticket. And in 7 minutes, we are going to draw. Whoever is present here today is going to walk away with this 525 horsepower GM LS compatible engine.
As you can see, more people are still lining up for this raffle.
Hey, brother. Are you no, I was want me to do it? Yeah, let me do it. Yeah. Good crowd. Oh, yeah.
We are down to 5 minutes here. So please come on over to the Blueprint Engine booth. If you have not signed up, come on over, scan the QR code, get a, you'll fill out a quick little survey. Once you have filled out the survey, you're going to get a green check mark. Show that to Samantha here at the table. She will give you a red ticket. You're going to keep half of that red ticket. And in 5 minutes, we are going to draw for a 525 horsepower GM LS3 compatible engine.
There are more people showing up for this thing.
Yeah. Where'd you find it? Online? Yeah. All right, we got a picture of you guys together too. Party down. Thumbs up.
Likewise.
How are you doing? Good, man. Tired? Yeah, it's been a long weekend. This is what you need. Oh, what do you need? Oh, that's right, man. Yeah, so I set up these detailing problems.
1 o'clock today, we have a free engine giveaway over here at the Blueprint Engine booth. Be sure and have a red ticket in your hand. If you have a red ticket in your hand, you are eligible to win. If you don't have a ticket in your hand, come on over here to the booth. Scan the QR code. Fill out a quick little survey. Once you have that survey filled out, you're going to see a green check mark. Show that to Samantha, and she will get you a red ticket. You're going to keep half of that ticket, and in less than 5 minutes, we will be drawing for a GM LS compatible 525 horsepower engine from Blueprint Engines.
Sorry about that.
We are down to the final 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 o'clock. We will be drawing. You must be present to win. If we draw a ticket out, call the number, and nobody claims it, we are going to draw again until it is somebody here today in the crowd that is going to take away this GM LS compatible 525 horsepower Blueprint engine.
We're starting to get some people really excited about this.
Less than 2 minutes to get signed up. Hold on to that red ticket. For anybody walking up here, if you would like to win a Blueprint engine, come on over to the booth. Fill out a quick little survey, get a red ticket in your hand. If you have a red ticket, you are eligible to win this Blueprint engine LS3 525 horse. 1 minute or less here. You got less than 1 minute.
They have definitely got a crowd going on.
We've got a minute. It's happening. It's going to happen.
Well, you have to be present here to scan
Okay.
No, you need a red. If you filled it out, go over here to Samantha and grab a red ticket. Yeah, you have to have a red ticket. Just to be clear, everyone, if you want to win this engine, you must have a red ticket in your hand. If you filled out the QR code and do not have a red ticket in your hand, you need to have that red ticket in your hand.
We're done. Right?
And
1
that's
o'clock.
it. It's
All
1
right.
o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Here we go. Take a look.
All right, guys. My name is John Buck. I'm the producer of the Grand National Roadster Show. We are excited that these guys are the sponsors. So we're going to mix them up real good for you guys. And I'll reach in and grab the ticket. But Blueprint Engines, great sponsor, great partnership. You ready?
I am. I just wanted to say thank you again for everyone coming out. Also wanted to give out a big thank you to Grand National Roadster Show. We love the partnership. Thank you for letting us be part of it. So here we go.
All right, I'm going to grab a winner here. Hope you're here, guys. $11,000 engine. All right, I'm gonna mix them up. All right.
Want to read it?
Cage. Okay, just a reminder, you have to be present and you have to show me the ticket with the matching number. So our first ticket, 5, 6, 5, 7, 4, 2.
I did a win! I did a win! Give him 20 seconds. You got 2 seconds!
Calm down. If it was yours, you'd want a little bit of time. I'll give you like 30 seconds. Last 3 again, 7, 4, 2.
All right, let's do it again.
All right.
Up. Have to pick another one.
Let's go! Yes! Let's go! Yes! 6454.
All right, ticket 2, 5, 6, 6, 2, 2, 3.
Got it!
We got a winner.
All right.
Oh, check it out.
All right, we're gonna do bingo and check the card.
I want a refund!
All right, we got a 5, 6, 6, 2, 2, 3. We got a winner. And what's your name?
Juanita.
Juanita. What are you putting it in, Juanita?
63 Chevy.
63 Chevy. All right, everyone, give Juanita a big hand.
Holy crap!
I mean, if they can
Jesus is it right there.
That's right.
So they can either take it tonight.
I'll see if I can't get the director here.
My damn petrol.
Okay. All right.
How are you, bro?
Do you mind if I do an interview with you real quick?
Sure.
All right. So, first,
Hey, Candy.
all right, tell everybody who you are and
I'm John Buck, the producer of the 75th Grand National Roadster Show here at the Fairplex in Pomona.
now you just gave away a very expensive engine. How do you feel about that?
Wonderful. Partnership with Blueprint Engines has just been awesome. It's an LS3 type motor, and the winner is right behind me, and she's just so grateful for it.
Yep. Sounds like she's putting in a 66 Chevy or 65?
I think she said 63, yeah.
Okay, 63.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about what it's like bringing the Grand National Roadster Show back since the last time. The last time I was here, unfortunately, it got shut down because of COVID.
Right. We did have that show in 2020, but we didn't have one in 2021. You're right. It's been great. It's been great to have everyone back. You know, this is a great car community, and as you can see, people are so interested in the cars, the culture, the people, the food. It's just been awesome.
And it's 75 years of the Grand National Roadster Show as well. What does that mean to you guys?
It means a lot to me. Building 9 has 54 of the past AMBR and Sloniker winners in it, the Barris cars, the Hall of Fame display that we've got up. Over 191 people are in our Hall of Fame,
wow,
both living and deceased. So it's just been really cool.
Cool. What's next for the Grand National Road Show and for your organization as well?
We'll be back here again next year at the Fairplex. It's January 30th through February 1st, 2026, and we look forward to just topping it. You know, I mean, the bar just keeps going up every year.
Cool. Well, I appreciate it so much.
No problem.
And I hope to see you again next year.
All right. Take care.
Thank you. All right. Well, that takes care of the raffle, and I guess I can go ahead and start looking for some other stuff. Let's go look at Building 9. I think it was this way. Yeah, there it is. Oh, fell ahead. Nice. Actually, I might take a quick seat. Everyone want a bicycle? That's actually not a bad price.
That's why I didn't.
Sorry. Oh, wow. And like you said, every generation. That's so cool. I'll check this one out. Just so many amazing cars in here. All past winners. And that's what they're going for. Is that trophy right there. Oh, I'm gonna take a quick seat. Whew. Like I said, I wasn't so sick yesterday and Friday night. I probably feel a little better. Actually, I can use some water. Let's see if we can find some water. Sorry, I just covered y'all up. There is no food booth in here. Okay, I have to go outside. Check that out. That's amazing. That is so cool. Oh, excuse me. Good. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's trying to be nice, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna turn me around and get a line for some water. Excuse me. Actually, what am I doing? I should just for now. Actually, it looks like I can just sit down here.
Oh, so I need you to give me for 2 left. Oh.
I'm not just over there.
Oh, wait, Mike?
Oh, you wanted a Michi?
Yeah, make it. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
You bring that one.
Can I give you
A water.
a water? I'm sorry. No, it's okay. You look so familiar. Me? Yes. Where do you live? Well, I lived in Pomona for a while. And in Montclair. Okay, so that's why you know me. I work at State of Brothers. Ah, there you go. Okay. I was like, where do I know you? Yes. My local State of Brothers. I love it. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Water.
Yeah, I'll pour it in.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yeah, I work over there. Everybody's always looking at me like, look familiar. Yeah, I'll take that. Well, we have to count them or I would. Oh, okay, can more salt? Yeah. Over here. Thank you.
Wow. That was my beer. Thank you.
You guys have a good one.
See you later.
All right.
Oh, so,
Thank you, friend. You all sleeping?
yeah, I'm good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, how are you?
But
You wanted a Michi or regular?
Huh?
You wanted a Michi or regular?
so V. Kingley, what did you think about that giveaway? If you're still there.
I told her, excuse me, I'm not trying to invade your space, but everybody was walking by.
Oh,
Bring it in.
it's hard on this
Yeah.
this one. Thank you. Have a good one, guys. How you doing?
Good. First like
Always love you. Got it. What do you do?
I'm live streaming. So I live stream.
Oh,
So
you're live streaming?
yeah, so I actually walk around the show. I just over at Blueprint Engines. They did a giveaway. So I captured that and got a couple of interviews there as well.
Nice.
Yep. So
That's pretty cool. So
Thank you.
Go and then like you pretty much get paid for it, right?
It
Sponsor kind of.
no, right now I'm not sponsored by anybody. I have no advertisers. This is something I'm trying to get started so I can get that.
Good luck. Hopefully
Yeah.
you do.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's a lot of Nicola, please.
Okay, can we see what you do? No, I hope you get that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's work on it. Sorry to give you guys boring content at the moment, just drinking some water and taking a rest. But yeah, this show, coming here reminds me absolutely why I love coming to the show. And like I said, there's more than just really cool cars, really cool V8s. It's about seeing people, you know, all kinds of different people just enjoying the hot rod culture. And again, there's more than just a hot rod culture here. There's a good presence of the lowrider culture. There's a lot of trucks here, so it's not just roadsters, even though it's a Grand National Roadster Show. But yeah, it's a great show. I really do love coming here. And I like I said, I have missed it for the past 2 years. 3 years. 1, because of COVID. 2, I missed it because I started working for the day job. I'm not going to mention what the day job is anymore because I got asked not to do that anymore. Apparently there was some sort of confusion that, or at least they think they're afraid there might be some confusion that the day job might get associated with this, and it's not. It wouldn't. But and I always made that clear every time I did mention it. So again, if you happen to know what my day job is, no, the day job is not connected to garbage. This is my stuff. This is me. So hope that was made clear. If you weren't clear before, but I don't see how you couldn't be. But yeah. So that's great. I don't know if Jay Kingley's still on here, but it's great to see somebody from outside the United States commenting, because I'm always curious about what the rest of the world looks at the hot rod cultures like. I know there's a decent presence of it in Japan, and of course Europe has a great presence, especially in the Nordic countries, and Germany actually has a nice flathead 32 Ford style culture. But I'm always curious about places that don't get accurately or well represented. So hearing from V.A. Kingley talking about Thailand's car culture and hearing how there's a love for the American V8 there. To me that's a really fun thing to learn. I hope I get to see more people talk about that. But as I was mentioning, I will admit my first love when I came out of high school was the American V8. My dad was a Ford mechanic, but I love GMs, so I was a bit of a black sheep in that regard. But it was that in that late part of my high school, I got introduced to my first pickup, which was a Nissan pickup, and it was like, oh wait, these import vehicles kind of have something kind of cool to them too, and it started getting me a bigger picture, and I got into drifting. I was like, whoa, that's really cool. I want to go watch and circuit cross over in Virginia, back where I live 13, 14 years ago now. So yeah, it's really cool to see somebody from that I don't normally hear about when it comes to this kind of car culture commenting. So if there are more of y'all out there, please do not be afraid to comment. I want to hear more about y'all. Or drop me a line, jbannerautos@gmail.com. Tell me about what you guys do, and maybe I'll make a video about it. I would love to do that. But yeah, I can't wait to see more of you guys talking more in the comments, talking about the call culture where you guys live. Okay, I think I've had enough. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You too. Take care. Thank you. All right, so I'm not going to blind y'all again. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. There we go. But again, just showing that there is more than just roasters at the Grand National Roadster Show. Okay, that wasn't me. Actually, I'm going to let her know really quick. You're welcome. Another cougar. I mean, I love a Mustang, but there's a lot to be said about a Mercury Cougar. You don't see them a whole lot, but man, they make for equally beautiful cars. There's a, no, this is a GTO, okay. I was thinking maybe it was a Tempest. No, it's an actual GTO. Nice.
But do a little research. I heard there was something here.
Or Chevelle. No, it's Malibu, sorry. Malibu. C3 Corvette. Oh. Oh, that might. Let me get around to the other side there.
They have their security guard.
Oops, excuse me. Oh, that's cool.
So I brought that with me. The trunk out in the parking lot. We have a fuel pressure on this site. It was nice.
Old school knockoffs on this car. That is awesome. Oh, look at the engine. That's amazing. Would you like a matching trailer with your hot rod? That's awesome. It's like another GTO, actually. Actually, anybody who knows the history of drag racing GTOs might know the significance of the Tiger. Decent flame job on this one. I've been influenced by my dad. I'm not really big into the stringy flames, but they're not bad looking. I just prefer fatter flames. Look at that one's definitely not bad looking. It's a nice flame job. Oh, Avante. You can not mistake that car. Old Studebaker, for those of y'all not familiar with what the Avante is. Nice. A little something I missed on that Cougar. Check out the shaker style hood scoop on here. All right, let's go to the next building. Look at what's all gathered now. There's actually more cars here now. Nice. .40 pickup. Oh, no gauges though. Oh, look at that. But that thing sounds nice. All right, now we're going into building 6. This is where that, aren't we? I totally missed that. I said pull. Oh, it's a Porsche engine something. That's wild. Would never have guessed or thought to put a Porsche engine in some sort of four-door doom buggy looking thing. That's cool looking. Since we've been here already, let's go ahead and head to building 4, because this is where the contenders for the Amber Award are. You're getting more cars that showed up. Beautiful truck. Cody. That's cool. Like I said, it's more than just hot rods. You get all kinds of neat little toys and stuff here. Oh, look at this thing. Pink may not be your color, but man, you gotta admit, that's an amazing looking paint job. Old Fringe and Dragster. And if you want to see how suicidal these guys were, look where their knees set. Right over the axle. And these were still clutched cars. So if you're unfamiliar with the story of Don Garlitz, he actually lost a part of his foot because the clutch exploded on him. But those rear ends were also famous for blowing up under guys' knees. So, for the sake of safety, Garlitz created the first rear engine rail dragster. Oh wow, look at that. Sort of that is the definition of a barn find car there. And again, copyrighted music. I'm probably going to get winged by YouTube. Hopefully not. Luckily, it sounds like it's kicking out, so maybe I'll get lucky. Well, look at this. That is so awesome. Of course, you can't beat the old jet boat. Nice. What do you... And here are the contenders for America's Most Beautiful Roadster this year. And yes, it does include a Roadster pickup truck. The Camaro is not part. But look, I want y'all to look at this car. I got a feeling this is going to be the winner. But those are custom-made taillights. What you see is emblem. I mean, that's not stock. He made that. And look at the detail and like the pinstriping. This is easily a contender because I have not seen more people around a car except for this one. I think that one's going to win. Take a rest again. Look at a nice car. But yeah, I think that one's going to be the winner. Honestly, for me, it's either that one or this other 32. That's not this blue one that's in front of me, but another one that's up across. Give myself just a minute. Yeah, no, I need to get in shape. I need to start walking more. And again, I hate to say it, this is kind of why I started doing this. Because the one thing I've noticed that I haven't been doing that I kind of did a lot was, you know, walk around shows and walk around race events. And since I took on the day job, I haven't been doing that anymore, and it's something I miss, and it's something that kept me at least a little in shape. But yeah, I really hope that doing this lets me get out and do these shows and more motorsports events and things like that, you know, because I think it's going to be more healthy for me just for the fact that I just walk more. But let me show you this other car. I'm rested enough now. Like I said, if it isn't that Ford, it's going to be this one. Look at this. Like if this one, if it doesn't get it, it's twin charged. It's got 2 superchargers on it. Excuse. The only thing I can say probably will knock it. And look, they even custom did the firewall so they fit people better. I would say the only thing I could potentially knock it is the fact that it is a 4-door. But man, what a beautiful car! Like I said, if it ain't that super custom Ford that I just showed you, it's going to be this one. And if it ain't either one of those two, I missed something. Actually coming up on the 2-hour mark. Hollywood Hot Rods builds. I need to go back to their shop. It's been a few years. Oh, holy cow. Altered style. Oh, what is this? I thought I recognized what it is, but now I can't think of it off the top of my head. Fortunately, the placard will tell me. A Volvo. This is a Volvo. Oh, of course, there's the Swedish flag right there. Oh, this is cool. Can you guess what it is?
Besides the Volvo?
Okay, you saw what it was.
Yeah, I saw that. Otherwise, no, I would not have guessed.
No, the only clue it would give me maybe that Swedish flag there.
That's true. I had a Swedish girlfriend. I didn't even see that. I would have known.
But I was like, wait, I thought it was like an old English car, and then I started looking. It's like, no, it's too big for like an Austin or something. And then I looked down for the placard. It's like, oh, it is. It is a Volvo.
Now they're Chinese.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, they're Chinese financed, but they are still technically owned by the Swedish company. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they do share technology between the brands Geely has. That's the company that has them, and Lotus. Lotus is also into them.
Wow.
But I've driven their Impulsar cars. They're not bad. They're actually very excellent cars. So they're definitely not bringing the cheap Chinese engineering into it. But I've not. Yeah. But I haven't driven like a Geely or their other cars like that. But I've driven. The only other car I've driven under that branding was a Lotus, and the shifter broke on me.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
They're not known for being reliable. The new ones are pretty good.
Yeah.
I've never known you can find.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I love about the show. It's why I keep telling people I'm streaming on with. Like it's not just the cars. It's also people. There's all kinds of characters that come out here, and it just makes the show so fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys take care. What is that? Oh, it's a billboard. That's interesting. I didn't want to put them on camera. Like, if I don't have their permission, I'm not going to put somebody on camera. At least not on purpose. So if you're wondering why I didn't show who I was talking to, that's primarily why. Huh. That's funny. So like these flames, I don't mind. I'll just compare the two flame jobs I was talking about. Still a little on the stringy side, but not horrible. I mean, to me, this is more acceptable while flame job. Again, that's my personal preference. You know, if you like that, that's what you like. But personally, I like fat flames. You know, and again, that's an influence from my dad.
Wow. So what?
Oops, excuse me.
Colors.
Oops, excuse me. Oh, 50. Oh, Chevrolet. Edsel. Well, as they call it, a Slutzel. But wow. West Coast Challenge contender. Okay. Wow, look at just wow, such great work done to that car. You a frame for your hot rod? There's one right there for you. And it's actually a not traditional, it's a rear A-arm or front A-arm. I don't want to say rear A-arm. Another old 55. Man, it looks good. Or Trav 5, I should say, not 55. Convertible Bel Air. You're good. That was a quick change on the back of that one. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's 2 winners. And it's the 2 I showed y'all that I think are the winners. We'll have to see later. We don't looking. I'm on the other side of the blue car, by the way. I found another bench. My bench was taken. But I mean, you know, like I said, there are two winners. But this car is beautiful too. Like I would have a hard time being a judge to do that, to judge these cars. And I'll be honest, judging new cars nowadays is just as tough. You know, it's not like people have totally given up on introducing new things in the cars and making them better. Hot rods are just another example of just how hard people are working to make their cars unique and, you know, worth being. I know it sounds crazy to talk about a new car at a hot rod show, but in reality, that's the truth. Like, I have my 2. I still think it's going to be either this Phaeton or this coupe. But it could go either way on those cars. They're both incredible builds. Like, this one ain't bad. I was kind of falling for this one as well. Mostly because of how he integrated the parachute into the body. That's really cool, I'm not going to lie. But is it amber worthy? Yeah, that's hard to say. It's a great looking car, but is it an amber car? That's the question. It's nice and quiet out here. Go sit over here. By the way, a multitude of SoCal cars, at least inspired. Let me sit over here. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a great show this year. I might explain why I was Getting unbalanced there for a minute. No. Okay, I guess over here. Oh, that is not helping the balance. Yeah, there we go. Whew. Actually, I wonder if the museum's free. Sometimes I will run tours for free during the Grand National Roadster Show at the NHRA Museum. Let me rest for a minute and let me see. But then again, because I am... Okay, it's not free. I hear the others over there. Not hot rod related, but I need y'all to see this. This is crazy looking. That was a massive tree. I think it was a redwood. Seems like I remember that's what. Oh me. All that was found here. Like I know they're common up in NorCal, but I don't know about around here in SoCal. I'll have to look at that. But man, that thing is massive. I wonder how old it was. You know, typically you can tell the age by counting the rings. Oh, there's a lizard climbing up it now. But I would hate to count those rings because holy cow, that is a lot of rings on a massive tree bark or tree. It's kind of hilarious seeing that little lizard. I wouldn't be able to show you because I'm too far away. Little tiny guy, probably about that big. Like a couple inches, maybe 3. But yeah, I mean, again, I love this show. I really hope I'll be able to come back next year and do this with y'all, and hopefully have more of y'all with me. But you know, like I said, I'm streaming also on YouTube, so if you missed it, there is a replay on that you can access easily. YouTube.com/CarbridgeOnline. That's how you find it. If you are watching on YouTube right now, you can watch it on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Carbridge_Justin. Really simple ways to find me. But man, so I'm going to end the stream in about 6 minutes. It's been what a successful stream. Because I mean, compared to what happened during SEMA when everything just didn't work, you know, this worked out so well. I'm so happy. And I hope, like I said, I hope I can bring you guys more stuff this year. And now that I found a good solution to do a live stream, I'm so happy. I'm gonna bring you guys more. I'm gonna try my best to do it. I don't know how much more. I had a plan to do King of the Hammers. I might still do it, but I don't really know right now. Because of how a few things unfortunately worked out. Wish I could talk about them, but I'll just say they're kind of personal in a way. And it sucked, you know, I really wish I could talk about it right now, but I can't. And I'm sorry about that. But don't worry, I'm okay. You know, I'm surviving. As you see, I'm here. It's just originally I did have the ability to do both GNRS and King of the Hammers. But now it's looking like I may have to skip King of the Hammers because of something that's going on in the background. I can't let you guys be privy to. But if I can do it somehow, I will. And I guess I'll make it a surprise stream, but more like I'm just going to film out there with the static camera, which I have with me. I've been taking. Oh, somebody's starting. I wonder if I can find that guy real quick before I end the stream. Oh, he shut off. Darn. That's okay. Would have been another nice one for VA Kingley. I hope I'm pronouncing your username right. If I'm not, let me know. I would love to take you guys into the NHRA Museum. I should have called ahead. I should have planned for that. But like I said, I had planned to be here yesterday, so I could have planned it then. But, you know, of mice and men. Anyway, yeah, I gotta say this. I'm so glad I bought this phone. If you're curious why I was able to stream this time, it is because I switched phones. I finally got a more up-to-date phone. I actually have a Pixel 8 Pro with a 1 terabyte storage because you can't put an SD card in these things anymore. But it's what's letting me do this stream right now, and I found a really good program that works as an app that lets me dual stream or multi-stream. And you know, I may consider doing a multi-stream with like Instagram. If Blue Sky ever gets to it, I'll do it there as well. But yeah, this phone has been my greatest purchase towards this effort that I've had for a while. So I'm very happy I did that. But got less than 2 minutes to go. I'll tell you what, there was actually another front engine car. I actually want to show you something with that you might find interesting. And the reason I can show you is because I can actually get close to it. But it was something I never realized about front engine cars. Dragsters, you know, the rail like I found in that I showed when I went into building 6 earlier. So let me go ahead and flip the camera around. Oops. You also get to miss me yanking my pants up. Oh, it might not be here. No, it's here. I see it now. I was worried they moved it. They're playing music. So, I always thought these cars were rigid in the front. But no, it turns out a lot of these cars had a leaf spring on the front. And again, imagine sitting in there making a quarter-mile pass. It's just insane what these people are willing to do. Whew. Well, speaking of the NHRA Motorsports Museum, they have a booth here. Oh, here's something interesting looking. Oh, they're fucking up. I thought it was a weird Roadster, but no, they're packing up. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. I'll tell you what, let's take a look at this old pickup before I call it a day. Chopped and slammed. Not a bad combination. All right. Let's close it off with how it started.
Sorry.
You're good. And one more look at this amazing lowrider. Because again, you can't beat the detail this car put into it. Still an amazing car. Alrighty. Well, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Like I said, I'm going to try and bring you some more this year. More than just hot rods too. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.